so
we got the valves here.
yeah, these valves right here are for all the water features.
Okay.
They are. You see how they're exposed to the sun? They
Right.
should be covered.
So we need a plant over them or a cover?
No,
or?
I would get like a landscape box or some sort
Okay.
of cover because the sun just eats them up and makes them brittle.
Got it.
This is your floor valve. This right here should have a pressure gauge on it, so you can see the pressure of your floor system.
So it's actually missing a piece.
Yeah, it's a simple fix, but they should.
Got it.
They should put it in there. Okay.
Do these have water in them, Dan? What do you think? I mean, they won't fill up and do their thing?
Oh, that's from the rain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they. Without being able to turn on that pump.
Got a couple of chipped tiles here too. There's one on the floor, and there's two right there.
These?
Yeah.
They're extras?
Oh, they're extras. They just left them there.
Yeah,
Okay.
what they did is they didn't finish the tops of them.
Got it.
Nobody says you have to finish the top of them,
Okay.
but they should have, I think.
I think so too. But there's extra tiles back in the garage. I saw
There's
them.
some tiles back there, yeah.
All right, so out here we got the
Yeah,
we got
we have
little
some
paver issue. We saw
popped up
that.
pavers.
We saw this little paver popping up, and that's right across from the barbecue stub out.
Right.
What is that? A low voltage light for landscape or something right there?
Yeah, the transformer.
Okay.
Transformer box for your landscape lighting.
Got it.
Over
Pretty
here-
nice magnolia tree.
Let me get a shot of that nice magnolia tree. There you
Beautiful
go.
magnolia tree getting ready to bloom.
Yeah, it's got the buds on it right now, getting ready to pop. All right.
So we have again our outlets here are not GFCI protected.
Okay.
Our fireplace here, the propane company is calling out that it is a natural gas fireplace and needs to be switched to
Propane. Okay.
And then we addressed that. We put a moisture meter
Do they,
on that.
going back to that, do they have to put a whole new fireplace in, or they
I
just
don't
put,
believe so.
they just put a part, right?
Generally, it's the difference in nozzles
Okay,
size.
okay.
So usually they just
They
convert
just
it.
convert it. Got
Yeah.
it.
So we talked about this little here, and we put a moisture meter on it. We didn't really get any moisture on it.
Okay.
It seems to me it looks like a brand new anti-siphon on it. So maybe they had a bad anti-siphon, and every time they turned it on,
It
it sprayed on, and that's kind of like an effervescence coming out of the concrete.
Right.
You have your little doggy doors
Kind of
Seen
apart.
better
Yeah.
days.
Yeah. And it has the one inside flap. Was there another one floating around, or just the one? It has the the one inside is there, the little metal one.
Yeah, we got two of them, right? Two little flaps right here.
No, but the seal it, the permanent, the hard plastic one.
I haven't seen
There's
that.
one on the inside, but there's
I haven't
not.
seen one for
Okay.
the outside, no.
So we only got the one there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We want to go.
Into
I
the-
did not get a light on that. I even
Oh,
tried
on the
to
fan?
pull it.
Okay.
Yeah, the light on the fan didn't come on.
Okay.
Let's finish outside, then we'll go in the room.
All right. How about sprinkler heads, all that stuff for the bubble
Sprinkler
drip?
heads in the backyard,
All good? Okay. So all the bubble drips are doing their thing? Except for this tree.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a couple of them. So we got our unit here. It worked fine.
This is the casita unit.
Yeah, we do have a precarious placement of a hose bib right there.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah.
Why would they have done that? I mean, they could have moved it over this way a foot or this way a foot, and then no issues.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this crack under the window. It's got a little hairline stucco cracks.
Yeah, that's your typical,
Settlement crack?
settlement cracks
Okay.
throughout. We get those throughout. We do have our gates locked here, so we're not able to test whether
Test this
that's
one.
self-closing,
Okay.
self-latching.
You get a shot of, well, we'll come around the front, but here, I'll just reach
Just
over and
get
get a
right
shot.
here.
Yeah.
We have, a cable. Looks like maybe from the temporary service that they just kind of just left there.
Right, which they need to
They
remove
need it,
that.
yeah. And then we have a 600 amp service to this panel.
Okay.
And all your disconnects are in those black covers
Okay.
down low. Everything looks fine over there.
And tell them what you told me about the meter. It's an old school meter.
Yeah, this is an old school. It's not the digital meter. It's an old school meter, which means it should be a lower cost than your typical digital.
So you want to keep it.
You want to try to keep that, yeah.
Okay, don't let them swap that out on you. And what is all that stuff on the top of the box? I see a bunch of screws or nuts or something up there. What is all that?
I'm
They
sure
just-
from the electricians
he just
left
left
all
us-
their.
Oh, you didn't put the wing nuts back. That's what they are. Look at the front of the panel.
Oh yeah, they didn't.
They didn't put any of the wing nuts back on. So,
We'll go around there.
all right. And what is this thing sticking out here? We got a.
Well, I'm not. That could be.
You got septic here, right?
Yeah, I think. Are we on septic here?
Check the sheet. I believe we were. Yeah.
There's no sewer line in the middle of the street, so.
Yeah, it's got to be septic. So I
Yeah,
think that's
so-
the clean out for it.
And if you do have a septic inspection, I always recommend Chief.
Who was that?
Chief.
Chief Inspection? Oh, yeah. They're the only ones in Vegas where they do it. So,
Okay, let's head into the garage.
all right. All this writing on the floor, will that come off? I mean, how did they get that off?
What's that?
All the writing on the floor when they were building the garages and stuff?
You just scrub it off.
You just take and scrub it? Okay. Let's talk about our little corner here where the hot water heater is.
So we have our main water, we have a main water shut off or pressure regulator.
Okay.
It's right there. Looks like we've got a loop and everything for a water softener.
Okay.
If you need it. This is our junction box, entry box for our sprinkler system. And we do have pressure on it, so there's pressure
Okay.
on the system.
Those are just extra shower cap or
Yeah, caps
pads.
for the.
Extra ones, right?
Yep. We do have, let me see, our outlet, we have a GFI outlet here, that outlet is fine.
Okay.
But these outlets next to it have an open ground on them.
Huh,
So
okay.
you want an electrician to check that out.
Okay.
We have a 75-gallon Bradford White hot water heater. Does have our seismic straps. TPR line's good. We're not finding any corrosion up there or anything.
Okay.
So it looks pretty good. We had good hot water to the house except for the RV.
Okay. And that's the only water heater in the house, correct?
That's the only water heater
Okay.
in the house. We have all our outlets in the garage are on this GFI right here.
Okay. So
we're-
if that one trips, then the whole garage is out.
Yeah, that one shows you. We have another sub panel right here that doesn't necessarily, it has all our ACs on it,
Okay.
except for the RV one. And then it looks like we're controlling outside lights and outlets as well as the casitas.
Okay.
We have a whole host of GFI. Did you see where any of these went to? I didn't get anything to these.
Okay.
Right, and then I have GFIs here, they're on, I have power to them. My thoughts on these, and you see you have power, GFIs working. My thoughts that these are switches for the Christmas lights.
Ah, that makes sense.
And they should be on these, maybe possibly on these GFIs, but I'm not getting any power
Okay.
to those outlets. So that's my thoughts
Right.
on that.
Okay. The doors are three
This,
doors?
this door works fine. This door works fine.
The middle door?
This door, it works except for the sensors, I believe, are off track.
Okay.
And I have to hold the button to close it all the way.
Gotcha.
So those will need to be adjusted.
Gotcha.
So that'll close without you having to hold the button.
Okay.
We got some typical settling cracks in your concrete floor here.
Okay.
And
It's right here.
then again, all that door, and that door over there, none of them self-close properly.
Okay, so they all need the hinge
All need to
adjustments.
be tested. Yes. Fans work fine.
Okay.
Everything's good there.
All right.
Good?
Take it away.
To the guest house.
Okay.
Don't worry, Perry, I have an extra battery because this one's running low.
Here we go. All right, Joe,
No, you're
as
good.
we come into the casita, it's perfectly lovely, nicer than most homes I've been in. Here, I'm gonna call this the south wall.
Okay.
I do not have power on the south wall. I do not have power in the outlets on the floor. No explanation. I have power in every other outlet here and the switches.
Interesting.
So, troubleshooting for the electrician here and again.
Okay.
So,
Refrigerator.
I do not have an outlet for the refrigerator.
You don't have an outlet for the
I do
refrigerator.
not have an outlet for the refrigerator. Okay, let me take advantage of the tall people.
There's no. Oh, there's one up there.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you very much.
There you go.
All right, so I have
advantage of it.
GFCI here that worked fine. Is this oven space?
Oven, space for
And
the
down
oven.
here underneath in my, okay, yes.
Junction box, it's not
So,
outlet.
there is no oven out here.
And that's an
No.
empty spot up there.
Right, okay. So, all was well in the pantry.
Okay, good.
All's well in the pantry.
And this is where the dishwasher goes, right here in this hole?
This This is where the dishwasher should go. We do
Power?
have a dishwasher.
Does it have power?
Hot, cold, yes, hot, cold was good here. Spray one was good, spray one did not.
Didn't drip like the one in the
did
main
not
house?
drip. Garbage disposal worked perfectly fine.
Okay.
These all work perfectly fine. Front door.
Does this have a doorbell too? I didn't notice one.
I didn't, no, and the GFCIs on the exterior of this one don't work either, no.
Okay,
they-
so no doorbell
They
here.
do not get company.
And there's the clean out and the spigot head right there.
So,
There it goes. And what was in here? Just the closet? Nothing?
with a sink and a cabinet.
Is that something you guys put on the report that none of the closets have? I mean, it's a coat closet with no place to hang a coat.
I don't know, it might be the closet for the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, yeah, good point. All right. I just assumed it was a coat closet. So,
Okay, so this is the powder room, toilet worked fine. Here and again, these windows are giving us a little bit of trouble, so I'm gonna recommend that all the windows be serviced. Vents were all open, hot and cold was good, GFI in here was good.
okay.
This is a nice little office space,
That's exactly what I think it was going to make it. This little place to sit and read or work.
and everything in here worked fine. Once again, fighting with the windows. Not fighting with the windows.
Not fighting the windows. This one has the view.
Okay.
This little room.
Lovely casita, lovely.
Fireplace, same issue as the other fireplaces, right?
Yes, four
Okay.
fireplaces, 2 inside, 2 out.
Got it.
Okay, here is a little anomaly, if I could say so.
Okay.
When you turn this, all work fine, but I'm just saying, when you turn the shower on and it hits this lovely little bench over here, it all rolls right off onto the floor, and I know because I had to mop it all up.
Hang
So-
on one second, please. That's my title officer.